What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for another Dragon Ball review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the newly released Demoniacal Fit, the coming one, Top Gun. Let's jump right into it. And here we have Trunks, the boy. This, of course, being Demoniacal Fit's take on Trunks, as you would see him in the Bojack Unbound movie, with his jacket torn at the sleeves, looking badass. And flat out, I'm just going to say it, this figure is just amazing. The promotional pictures do not do it justice. The sheer amount of accessories, posability, and fun you're going to have with this guy is just all there. So jumping right into it, since we have a lot of ground to cover, our guy can look upwards ever so slightly, not a whole lot. That whole neck joint area and socket is pretty tight on the figure, but it is kind of a bit of a pain in the butt. I've done some head swapping with him with his own head sculpts, mind you, and that neck joint as well as the socket itself just keep coming out of place. So you may see that in the video itself, but it's happened to me a couple of times, so just be aware of that when picking this guy up. He can look downwards, no problem, in combination with the whole, again, neck itself, but you will have some gappage, and I believe the SH Figure Arts boy from the future had similar issues there. Side to side movement is present as well. It is not impeded in any way by the jacket or the collar. This is a nice soft rubbery plastic. It is attached to the back, so it is just like the boy from the future one, the sculpt itself. So if you were to take these parts off, you're going to see the arms and it's just going to look a little funky, but this does allow the figure to execute his poses with no problem. T-pose, crosses arms beautifully. You will have the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and hands are on ball pegs. So all that nice range of motion is there. He will have a ball peg at the upper portion of the chest, as well as one at the waist. So he can lean backwards, tad bit, forwards, even more. Nice range of motion. Belt is a floating piece. His legs will have a thigh cut right here. Off the bat, I'm going to say this as well. This left leg has popped out a couple times. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but it just pops out like right here at this socket. So that is a thing. So anyway, thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankle rocker, toe hinge. Has some nice sculpt work with the tears right up here, as well as down here on this side. None on the back. Oh, going back to the arms, his right arm, at least right here on this right bicep, popped out at least twice. So I don't want to keep dissing the figure, but between the neck, the arm, and the leg, like, he does, you know, he's got his little problems, but not enough that you can't just pop it back in and still enjoy it. But these are things that I want you guys to know about. He can kick forward as well, no issue, and backwards so long as that leg doesn't come out of place, as I was mentioning. So it is present. All the articulation is there. All right, so jumping into accessories, we're going to go over the face plates and head sculpts. I'm going to pop this off. Hopefully it doesn't give me any issues. All right, there we go. So head sculpt number one, right here. Long hair, and I'm kind of lukewarm on this one. I'm not too much of a fan as to how it just tucks inwards, and that may have been design choice just to work with the jacket. I don't know, but I do prefer the Twunsen look for this particular hair sculpt over this one. It just seems, again, I just don't know. I'm gonna try and like flare it out a little bit, but the way it does curve in, not really a fan of it. Take this off. First faceplate that comes with the non-Super Saiyan head sculpt, just the stoic one right here. Very nice paintwork, decals. It is all there. Second head sculpt, and this is the one that made me want to get this figure the most. It's the blowing in the wind. This just looks great. Beautiful. Windswept bang coming across the face. It is looking good. And this one comes with the second faceplate for non-Super Saiyan, which is a slight smile. I really dig it. There's that. And the third faceplate for non-Super Saiyan is the yelling one, which of course is just like a redeco of the original Super Saiyan one, but hell, it is here. So that is always cool. Put that aside. I'm gonna pop this back on him for now. And the third head sculpt we have, the Super Saiyan one. Hair all over the place, nice and spiky. And again, beautiful paintwork. You got the nice dark shading in the center as it flares outwards into the lighter color. And this is one of the head sculpts that, again, like besides the original one right here that I was mentioning earlier, when I saw this in the promotional pictures, I was like, not really sure if I'm a fan of it, but in person, it looks really good. Taking out the first faceplate to show, stoic, looking good. Faceplate number 2 is the yelling one, right there. And lastly, the teeth gridded one. In terms of hands, he's gonna have a total of 7 pairs, so that's 1 additional pair in comparison to the boy from the future. So we have the fisted ones right here. We then have a pair of flat palm hands. Thumb is tucked away. We then have a pair of grabby hands. Another set of grabbing hands, except they're more like action pose. Fingers are more curled in. A set of sword holding hands. A second set of sword holding hands, except these are more at an angle, as you can see. And lastly, the additional set of hands will be the ones with the peg for the blast effect, which we have right here is a nice translucent yellow blast effect. This is a redo of the green final shine attack that comes with the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And next we have his sword, looking good. Nice silver paint apps with the translucent red at the tip. The end of the sword itself does pop off in the same fashion. So just remove the end of it, slide it into the hand, you're good to go. And the scabbard right here with the strap. Just like the SH Figure Arts, this is not it. Tonsen's manga version is much better. And just for reference, yes, you can slide the sword in as well, no problem. Okay, so time for the fun part. We're gonna do a couple comparisons. So number 1, I want to bring in the SH Figure Arts boy from the future. So here we are. This is essentially the same mold. Of course, you have the sleeves on this guy or on the actual jacket. This guy's got the tears in the pants and what have you, so that's all unique to him. I will point out, I'm not sure if it's like this sculpt itself that was done intentionally or not. The one right here on the Demoniacal Fit is a bit wider and lays more flat instead of being as raised. I'm gonna say it's intentional just because, of course, this guy's hair is longer, so they went ahead and compensated for that just to make it look more natural. So that is a nice difference to mention. I also want to go ahead and should have done this a second ago, but let's go ahead and just do it now. I want to compare the face plates that the boy from the future has in comparison to this guy, since they are similar and different. So going back to the faceplates, here on the left side we have the Demoniacal Fit Super Saiyan versus the SH Figure Arts. We then have the teeth gridded one. SH Figure Arts has smaller pupils. And then we have the yelling one. And again, it seems that SH Figure Arts has ever so slightly smaller pupils. So, similar. These faceplates are also interchangeable with one another. So, let's go ahead and, for example, if you want to go ahead and use the looking off to the side faceplate that the boy from the future has, you can go ahead and pop that in. No problem with the Demoniacal Fit. Looking super cool. And the heads are somewhat swappable. So what I mean by that is the ones that Demoniacal Fit comes with pop on to the SH Figure Arts with a bit of force, or you may want to go ahead and heat up the joints themselves. So that works, but putting the Figure Arts on Demoniacal Fit, they just don't click into place. It's going to be a bit bigger, so you may want to go ahead and use some sticky tack to fix that on there, just to point out. So I also want to go ahead and, now that I remember, sorry, kind of going all over the place, but back into the face swapping. Yes, the Super Saiyan ones work, and so do the non-Super Saiyan ones. So you can get that smiling one right here onto the short hair version, excuse me, of Trunks. And he just looks good. Just need a thumbs up hand for this guy and he'd be all set. So that is another plus. The fact that these guys are so compatible, it just makes it worth it in my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring in next our Twinsen Arts Bojack, and then we're gonna do some more head swapping in a second here. So here we have Twinsen's version A, Bojack Unbound version A, excuse me. And then we have B, the more battle damaged version. Scooch these, there we go. Of course, Twinsen looking a bit bigger, more swole, and I still very much like this figure, and I thought I was still gonna like him more than Demoniacal Fits, but I gotta say, I'm kind of torn now. I kind of think that the Demoniacal Fit is just, he's kind of winning me over now, and you know, that's a good thing. You know, they just have the versatility, the options to switch around the figures, head sculpts, accessories, etc. That's all present, and I love Trunks, so I'm not complaining on that. But yeah, he's winning me over. I really do like the way this figure is just working in terms of scale, accessories, etc. He's bringing it. And let's go ahead and put some Super Saiyan head sculpts on these guys. So let's go over here. Boom. Looking extra crispy with all of that hair. And I love the Super Saiyan version of Trunks with his hair long like this. It's just all over the place. Looks badass. Let me know down in the comments below which version of Trunks is your favorite. And if it happens to be the Dragon Ball Super version of Trunks, then I kind of feel sad for you. The Dragon Ball Super one is just not where it's at. I'm leaving this guy for last just because, again, he gave me such problems with that neck joint a moment ago that I'm hoping it doesn't happen right now. Perfect, it didn't happen. And let's pop that in. All right. And here we have all our guys with these Super Saiyan head sculpts. Twinsen just being extra wild, but Demoniacal Fit still looks amazing. Hell yeah. Look at this side profile. Yeah, these guys look fantastic. I am really enjoying Trunks, and Demoniacal Fit is going to be releasing some more Trunks figures. So of course, this is the coming one, Top Gun. We also have the coming one, just the coming one, which is going to be our jacket off Trunks with the options part where he's like tossing the jacket off to the side. And then they're going to make the coming one, Battle Across Time, which is supposed to be this version of him, where they're going to be making an anime as well as manga coloration. Again, I'm here for it. I love Trunks, so I can't wait to get those figures as well. And let's wrap this up. So I gotta say, this figure really impressed me. I originally had the idea of just picking him up just for head swapping and just to have around, not really thinking too much on it altogether. But this guy is just fantastic. He really is something. He has 3 head sculpts and a whole bunch of interchangeable faceplates to go along with that, an energy effect part, a new sword with that nice translucent red on the tip, and the fact that he is compatible with the SH Figuarts Boy from the Future makes this guy a must. So I really do recommend them if you're needing another Trunks figure. I mean, Trunks is badass, so why not? If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can check out my Instagram at gojiboy93. Where you're going to find photos of this guy as well as many other Trunks figures and Dragon Ball figures in my collection. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Take care, guys. Peace.